Students, let's see oxidation of alcohols. So, alcohols are of three types. Which are the three types of alcohols? You know about it. Alcohols, that is ROH. General formula of alcohol is ROH, and they are of three types, either primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, or tertiary alcohol. Okay. When these alcohols are undergoes oxidation, so when they undergo oxidation in presence of different oxidizing agents are there, so the agents which help for the oxidation are called oxidizing agent. So for oxidation in this alcohol there is one requirement is there. So if they contain alpha hydrogen is present, so if the alcohols, that is ROH, may be primary, secondary or tertiary, if they contain alpha hydrogen atom, then only alpha hydrogen must. So alpha hydrogen is required for oxidation. So oxidation takes place only when if the alcohols contain the alpha hydrogen is present. So let's see what is meant by alpha hydrogen and how they undergo oxidation. So if we take the example of primary alcohol, two carbon containing primary alcohol, suppose we take a carbon skeleton of two carbon containing alcohol, that is here this carbon is attached with the OH. OH is a functional group of alcohol and remaining valency complete by the hydrogen. So this carbon already here one bond is there, so three hydrogens required. Here two bonds are there, means here two hydrogens are required to complete the valency of this carbon atom. So this is, what is this? If we write the condensed formula of this compound, then we get, what is the condensed formula we'll get? CH3CH2OH, means it is ethyl alcohol. So name of this compound is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Now the bond breaks from here, so this O and H bond breaks during the oxidation. So what is meant by alpha hydrogen atom? So let's see, this is OH group attached to this carbon atom, and this is the alpha carbon. So functional group directly attached to the carbon, which is the alpha carbon, and to which hydrogens are attached are nothing but alpha hydrogen. So in this compound there are, this is one alpha hydrogen and this is other alpha hydrogen. So this ethyl alcohol contain alpha hydrogen is present, and that's why this undergoes oxidation. So what is meant by oxidation? When it is undergoes oxidation reaction, that is addition of oxygen, that is in presence of oxidizing agents, like many oxidizing agents are there. So which are the oxidizing agents? You know about it. First one, that is Na2Cr2O7 with H2SO4 and H2. So here this is acidified sodium dichromate. Other oxidizing agent is there, potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7 along with acidified K2Cr2O7, that is K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4 plus H2, that is acidified. Generally we can say acidified K2Cr2O7, potassium dichromate. This is acidified Na2Cr2O7, that is sodium dichromate. or other oxidizing agents are also there. Which one? HNO3. Dilute HNO3 also acts as a oxidizing agent. Again, KMNO4 is there. Acidic or alkaline KMNO4 is used as a oxidizing agent. One more oxidizing agent is there, chromium trioxide. It is also called as a chromic anhydride. So these are some oxidizing agents which are used during this oxidation. So oxidation means either addition of oxygen to this ethyl alcohol. So what happens here? If this reaction takes place, then the bond between this oxygen and hydrogen breaks, as well as the bond between alpha carbon and alpha hydrogen breaks, and this H2 is removed. So removal of H2 means oxidation. So here we get a different definitions of oxidation. So according to definition of oxygen, there are different definitions are there. First one, what is mean by, first we'll see what is mean by oxidation. So oxidation means, first definition is there, addition of oxygen. First one, addition of oxygen. Already you studied in redox reaction. So addition of oxygen means oxidation. Or second one is there, removal of hydrogen. So let's see here, this when ethyl alcohol undergo oxidation, there is removal of H2 is there. So I can write this example here. See, CH3, this is CH3 COH CH2. So what happened when it undergoes oxidation? So nascent oxygen supplied by during the oxidation reaction from the oxidizing agent. So here the bond breaks in between this oxygen and hydrogen, as well as carbon and hydrogen. So this is alpha, this hydrogen is alpha hydrogen, and this is again alpha hydrogen. This carbon is alpha carbon. So to the alpha carbon, hydrogens are attached. Alpha carbon attached to the hydrogen. Those hydrogens are nothing but alpha hydrogens. So during oxidation, removal of H2 takes place. Removal of hydrogen takes place, and that's why this reaction is called as a oxidation reaction. Now what happens? See, this oxidation takes place and we get, so what is remaining here? This H2 is removed in presence of this any one oxidizing agent is here, either K2Cr2O7, CrO3 or KMNO4, any one oxidizing agent you can write on the arrow. So what do we get? The product C, CH3 CHO, that is aldehyde is formed. So I can write here CH3 C, this double bond O and H. I can write this H here with removal of. So removal of H2 takes place. So I can write this H2 on the arrow, minus H2. Now this reaction proceed further, because if K2Cr2O7 or dilute HNO3 or these oxidizing agents are used, Na2Cr2O7 or K2Cr2O7, HNO3, if these oxidizing agents are used during this oxidation here, then in the first step we get its corresponding. So what is the functional group here? CHO is the functional group of aldehyde. So we get its corresponding aldehydes. Aldehyde is formed. Okay. aldehyde is formed. But this reaction is not stopped at this stage. It proceeds further and we get again addition of oxygen takes place supplied by the same oxidizing agent and it gives. So here, see here, this addition of oxygen takes place in between this carbon and hydrogen. So addition of oxygen means oxidation. So what do we get the product, tell me? This CH3CO as it is, and this oxygen is added in between carbon and hydrogen. So finally we get here, what is the product? CH3, this C double bond O, O C O H. So this is the product formed here. Addition of this oxygen takes place and this H in between this carbon and hydrogen, addition of oxygen takes place, and the functional group of this compound is nothing but COOH or COOH, that is carboxylic acid is formed. So finally here we get its corresponding carboxylic acid. So this is the oxidation. So either what is meant by oxidation here, in the first step here removal of hydrogen is takes place. So removal of the bond breaks between OH, this hydrogen is replaced, as well as alpha hydrogen is replaced during the oxidation, and removal of hydrogen means oxidation. So oxidation is takes place and here we get its corresponding CHO group, that is aldehyde group. So ethyl alcohol is converted into ethanol or acetaldehyde. This is acetaldehyde. Now this reaction further proceed in presence of K2Cr2O7 acidified or acidic K2Cr2O7, the oxidation takes place. Again this K2Cr2O7 supply this nascent oxygen for the oxidation. So addition of oxygen where it is takes place in between this carbon and hydrogen, and it is converted into its corresponding carboxylic acid. So name of this carboxylic acid, see here how many carbons are present in this acid, 2 are there. So name of this compound is acetic acid, or common name is acetic acid, or IUPAC name is 2 carbon containing alkane ethane, E of the alkane replaced by OIC acid, ethanoic acid. So this is the acid is formed from the primary alcohol. Let's see here, this in this ethyl alcohol which group is present? CH2OH. If in any alcohol CH2OH group is present, then it is which type of alcohol? It is primary alcohol. So this is primary alcohol, and the name of this primary alcohol is ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Ethyl alcohol, or its IUPAC name is ethanol. Ethanol is converted into this aldehyde, 2 carbon containing aldehyde. The name of this aldehyde is acetaldehyde or ethanol. So name of this aldehyde is acetaldehyde or ethanol. Ethane, E replaced by Al, so ethanol. And finally this ethanol on oxidation it gives acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So if you observe the number of carbon atoms, so see here in this first ethyl alcohol 2 carbon containing alcohol is there. Due to presence of alpha hydrogen, when it undergoes oxidation, it gives 2 carbon containing aldehyde with the removal of H2. So oxidation takes place. Removal of hydrogen means oxidation. This oxidation further proceed in presence of oxidizing agent, it gives its corresponding carboxylic acid. So here again 2 carbon containing carboxylic acid is formed. So in case of primary alcohol, here you note that if primary alcohol undergoes oxidation, then in the first step it gives its corresponding aldehyde, and in the second step it gives its corresponding carboxylic acid. So generally we can write it as when any alcohol, primary alcohol on oxidation gives its corresponding aldehyde, and this aldehyde on oxidation gives its corresponding carboxylic acid. So same carbon containing carboxylic acid is formed. So this is about the first oxidation, that is from primary alcohol. Finally we get its corresponding carboxylic acid, that is COOH group containing compound. Now one more, see its oxidation number or oxidation state of this carbon. See here, this carbon, what is its oxidation number? So this oxygen, let's see what is the oxidation number of this oxygen. Here -2. So -2 means for this hydrogen +1 and for this carbon +1. Okay, for this carbon +1. Now this hydrogen +1, carbon -1. This hydrogen +1, carbon -1. So what is the oxidation state of this carbon? This +1 -1 -1 means -2 + 1 means again it is, what is the oxidation state of this carbon? -1. +1 and -2, that is -1. So oxidation state I can write here, oxidation state of this carbon. Oxidation state of this carbon is -1. What is the -1? -1 is the oxidation of this carbon. Now let's see oxidation number of or oxidation state of this carbon. Now how to calculate the oxidation state? Here for this oxygen -2 means for the carbon from this side +2, and from this bond hydrogen +1, carbon -1. So hydrogen +1, carbon -1. Now tell me what is the oxidation state? Here in this bond, carbon bond, electronegativity is same, so there is no oxidation number is taken. So what is here? See here, -2 + 2 and -1. So what is remaining? -1 and -2. So what is there? +2 is there. -2 for this oxygen. So oxidation number of this carbon, what is the? +2 and -1. +2 -1 means what is remaining? +1. So what is the oxidation number of this carbon? +1. And in this carboxylic acid, tell me oxidation number of this carbon. So see, this oxygen -2 carbon +2. In between this carbon and oxygen bond, always oxygen having -2, and this for this bond carbon +1. So what is the oxidation number for this carbon oxygen -2, and for this bond oxygen this carbon carries +1. So what is the oxidation state of this carbon? +2 and +1 means +3. So what is oxidation state? +3. Now you observed the oxidation number or the oxidation state of the carbon when it undergoes oxidation. So in primary alcohol, the oxidation state of this carbon is -1. Then when on oxidation it is converted into its corresponding aldehyde. In aldehyde, the oxidation state of this carbon is +1. And further oxidation in carboxylic acid, the oxidation state of this carbon is +3. So -1 is converted into +1. +1 again converted into +3. Means oxidation state increases. Means oxidation. So here we get a third definition of oxidation. So oxidation means oxidation state or oxidation number increases, that is oxidation. So these are three definitions are there. So first definition is there. See, what is the first definition here? A removal of hydrogen means oxidation. In the second step, addition of oxygen means oxidation. And according to oxidation number, increase in oxidation number means oxidation. So these are three definitions are there for the oxidation. Now if we take an example of secondary alcohol. So what is meant by secondary alcohol? So secondary alcohol means the carbon which is attached to OH group, which is bonded to two other carbon atoms. Suppose this are or alkyl group, CH3 is there. This is CH3, and now remaining valency complete the carbon by hydrogen. So here I can write a hydrogen. So see here, this is the example of which alcohol it is. See, simply we can write this same alcohol, that is here CH3 CHOH CH3. So this is secondary alcohol. This same alcohol is written like this way to show the alpha hydrogen and the OH group, functional group of this alcohol. To show this position, I can write this alcohol like this way. So now see here, this OH bond breaks at the same time this alpha hydrogen. This is alpha hydrogen, and this secondary alcohol contain one alpha hydrogen is there. And when the reaction is proceed, what happens? See, on oxidation, that is addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen in presence of CrO3. So what is the name of CrO3? Chromic anhydride. Chromic anhydride or chromium trioxide. Okay. So what happens here? This H, the bond between O and H breaks, and carbon and hydrogen breaks, and this H2 is removed, and we get what is remaining here? CH3CO CH3 plus H2 is removed. So we can write it as a CH3 C double bond O is there, and this CH3 as it is. So we get here a ketone. CO is the functional group of ketone. So which alcohol it is? If we give the name for this alcohol, this 3 carbon containing alcohol, secondary alcohol, because to the secondary carbon atom OH group is attached. This is secondary carbon because it is attached to two other carbon atoms to which OH group is attached. Okay. So this is secondary carbon, and it contains how many carbon atoms here? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon containing alcohol, that is propan 2OL. So this is propan 2OL, propanol, propan 2OL, on oxidation it gives it's 3 carbon containing 1 2 3 number of carbon remains same, and here we get 3 carbon containing CO group containing compound. CO group is present in ketone, so its name is propanone or acetone. So ketone common name is acetone, or IUPAC name 3 carbon containing alkane, that is propane. E replaced by ONE, that is a propanone. So generally we can say, so what is the oxidation here? Once again see, same criteria is there. What is oxidation? Removal of hydrogen means oxidation, then addition of oxygen if this here with balanced equation, so plus H2 is written here, so plus H2, so this hydrogen is removed as a byproduct and we get here corresponding ketone. Okay, but these ketones are not easily further oxidized. They undergo vigorous oxidation is required, and we get 1 carbon less containing acids. So when ketones are undergo oxidation, but under normal condition these ketones are not undergo further oxidation. Okay, so generally how can we write the general statement? When secondary alcohols on oxidation gives their corresponding ketones. Okay, and if we take the example of tertiary alcohol, so what is meant by tertiary alcohol? The carbon, how to write the tertiary alcohol? So the carbon attached to the alcoholic group, that is OH group, which must be tertiary. So how it become tertiary? When it is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. So let's see, this is the carbon to which OH group is attached, and this carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. That's why this is tertiary carbon. Now remaining valency complete by hydrogen. So here CH3, CH3, CH3. But in case of this tertiary alcohol, they are not undergo oxidation under the normal condition. But if their vigorous oxidation, that is carbon-carbon bond breaks when it undergoes oxidation with strong oxidizing agents and under a high temperature, then only these tertiary alcohols undergo oxidation and the bond breaks. In between this carbon and hydrogen bond breaks, here why they are not undergo oxidation? Because absence of alpha hydrogen. See here, this is the alpha carbon, and to which this alpha carbon no any hydrogen is there, no any free hydrogen is there. Here CH3, here CH3. So alpha hydrogen is absent in this tertiary alcohol, and that's why under normal condition they not undergo oxidation. But if we supply the strong oxidizing agent, as well as high temperature, under a high temperature, then only they undergo oxidation by breaking off this carbon bond breaks, and which gives its corresponding, first the carbon bond breaks and we get its corresponding alkenes, and further again finally it gives its corresponding carboxylic acid. So In case of tertiary alcohols, if we take an example of tertiary butyl alcohol. So what is the formula of tertiary butyl alcohol? So if we take a carbon to which OH group is attached, which is tertiary, when how to become it is tertiary? When it is attached to other 3 other carbon atoms. So now complete the valency of each carbon by hydrogen. So this is the example of tertiary butyl alcohol. When this tertiary butyl alcohol undergoes oxidation in presence of strong oxidizing agent, that is chromic anhydride or chromium trioxide. So what do we get? First, here in the first step, removal of H2O takes place and we get. So here I can change the position of OH and CH3. So I can write OH here and CH3 here. So this is the tertiary carbon to which OH is attached. This is tertiary because it is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. Okay, now the removal of water molecule takes place. So what we get the product here? So CH3 as it is, this CH3 as it is, and this due to breaking of these 2 bonds, this bond is breaks, as well as here hydrogen gets removed with this OH as H2. So here CH2 remaining. The name of this compound is, what is the name? If you observe to the second carbon from this carbon number 1 and carbon number 2. So to the second carbon or from this side, opposite of the functional group, to the second carbon atom 1 methyl group is branch, then we can write a iso prefix, total 4 carbon containing alkene. So isobutylene is formed with the removal of water molecule. I can write this byproduct as a minus H2 on the arrow. Then it further proceed. So further on oxidation it gives. Now the bond between this carbon-carbon double bond breaks and we get. So what do we get the product? See, this double bond breaks and form this CH3 CH3 as it is double bond. Now this CH2 is replaced and here addition of oxygen takes place. So double bond O is there. So addition of oxygen means oxidation takes place with the removal of. Here to balance the equation we get required 4 nascent oxygens are required. Now see, 1 is added at the place of carbon double bond O. So ketonic group is formed. The name of this compound CH3CO. CH3 is nothing but which compound it is? Propane. E replaced by ONE, propanone, or its common name is, what is its common name? Acetone. With removal of this, see, 2 oxygen combined with the carbon, that is removal of carbon dioxide. You can write here minus H2 and remaining 1 oxygen. Is 4 out of 4 oxygen, 1 is added to this carbon, 2 are added to this carbon, and 1 is added to this hydrogen. So 4 oxygen are required to balance the equation. So 1 is added to carbon double bond O, 2 are added with CO2, and 1 more byproduct is formed, that is H2. So I can write these byproducts as a minus H2O and minus CO2 on the arrow. Now this reaction proceed further and finally the bond breaks from, again here the carbon bond breaks and it gives, so here 4 nascent oxygen again required to balance the reaction and it gives, so what is the product give, see here, this CH3CO as it is, and O is added to this carbon by the removal of this CH3, carbon bond breaks and one H gets added to this oxygen, so finally we get here CH3CO as it is, and the bond breaks and here OH group is added with the removal of CO2 and H2. So if you observe the number of carbon in tertiary butyl alcohol, how many carbons are there? How many are there? So carbon number 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon containing alcohol when undergoes oxidation. In the first step, same carbon containing alkene is formed. So alkene contain again 4 carbon atoms are there, and further on oxidation, this is the first step, this is the second step. In the second step we get 3 carbon containing ketone, and finally in the last step, that is in the third step, we get 2 carbon containing acid, carboxylic acid is formed. So we get 2 carbon less containing. If you see in the first alcohol, that is here, in the first alcohol, how many carbon atoms are present? How many? 4 are there. And finally we get how many carbon containing carboxylic acid? 2 carbon containing carboxylic acid is formed. So for the objective, this general statement is the most important. If primary alcohol is there, that is I can write here RCH2H. RCH2H, that is primary alcohol, when undergoes oxidation, in the first step we get its corresponding aldehyde RCHO, and in the second step further it gives RCOOH. So this is aldehyde. In the first step we get aldehyde, and in the last step we get carboxylic acid. So same carbon containing aldehyde, as well as acid is formed in case of primary alcohol. Now if you take a secondary alcohol, so secondary alcohol, how to write general formula? RCHOH R on oxidation gives, tell me what we get the product. In the first step we get its corresponding ketone. So ketone means, what is the formula of ketone? Is RCOR, that is ketone. This is the secondary alcohol, it gives ketone in the first step, and finally this ketone on further oxidation gives 1 carbon less containing carboxylic acid. Here 1 carbon less carboxylic acid is formed. One carbon less containing carboxylic acid is formed. And if we take a tertiary alcohol, so tertiary alcohol, if tertiary alcohol is there, then in the first step we get its corresponding same carbon containing alkene. In the second step on oxidation it gives, in the first step dehydration takes place, the second step oxidation gives ketone. Here 1 carbon less one carbonless ketone is formed, and finally this ketone on oxidation, that is in the third step, we get two carbonless containing carboxylic acid or carboxylic acid. So this is the difference. So let's see here, if you compare the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So in primary alcohol, first step we get aldehyde and finally gives the acid with same carbon containing aldehyde and acid. In secondary alcohol, first step we get a same carbon containing ketone and finally get a one carbonless containing acid. And in case of tertiary alcohol, in the first step what we get, by dehydration we get its corresponding alkene. In the second step we get one carbonless containing ketone, and in the last step, that is in the third step, we get two carbonless containing carboxylic acid. So this is about the distinguishing reaction between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, that is oxidation of alcohols. When alcohols undergoes oxidation, they form their corresponding same carbon containing carboxylic acid, then it must be primary alcohol. One carbon less containing carboxylic acid, then secondary alcohol is there. And two carbon less containing acid is formed finally, then which alcohol is starting? Tertiary alcohol is there. So this is about generally oxidation of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now if the oxidation takes place, controlled oxidation is there, then what happens? See, when these alcohols, suppose we take an example of primary alcohol. General formula of primary alcohol is RCH2OH. CH2OH group is there, then this alcohol is primary alcohol. When primary alcohol undergo oxidation in presence of PCC. What is PCC? PCC means pyridinium chlorochromate. So pyridinium chlorochromate, if the oxidizing agent is used, then the reaction stops at the first step only, and we get its corresponding. What do we get corresponding? Tell me. So removal of H2 takes place, that is oxidation, and we get its corresponding RCHO, means aldehydes are formed, and the reaction is stopped. It is not proceed further by using this PCC or PDC, pyridinium dichromate. These are the catalysts which are used for the controlled oxidation, means the reaction is stopped at the first step only. Suppose we take an example of ethyl alcohol. So what is formula of ethyl alcohol? CH3CH2OH. When undergoes oxidation in presence of PCC, or copper is also there as oxidizing agent, or one more is there, that is a CrO3 is there, then controlled oxidation, but the CrO3 with CH2Cl2 as a solvent. If solvent this along with CrO3, then only controlled oxidation takes place, means reaction is stopped at a first step only, and we get its corresponding CH3CHO with removal of H2. So removal of H2 means oxidation. So here also we can write this balanced equation, that is here. So how the bond breaks? The bond breaks between this oxygen and hydrogen, and other bond breaks between this carbon and hydrogen. So H2 is removed from this. One is from this oxygen, one is from this carbon, and this removal of H2 means oxidation takes place. So this is PCC which is used for the controlled oxidation. Primary alcohols are converted into its corresponding aldehydes and the reaction is stopped when the PCC, copper or CrO3 with CH2Cl2 used as a oxidizing agent. This is the most important thing and which is most important to solve the objective questions are there. So one more oxidation is there again when this primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols undergoes oxidation with copper. So if we take an example of primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH. This is the primary alcohol. CH2OH means functional group of primary alcohol. What is the functional group of primary alcohol? CH2OH. So when primary alcohol undergoes oxidation in presence of copper at about 573 Kelvin, here dehydrogenation takes place, means same like R, if I can write like this way, RCH2OH. This is the primary alcohol. This RCH2OH, like this way I can write here. Then the bond breaks between this OH bond breaks, at the same time this CH bond breaks when it undergoes oxidation in presence of copper about 573 Kelvin. What we get the product? Remaining product, that is RCHO plus H2. So here is the product RCHO, that is aldehyde with the remol of H2. Remol of H2 means dehydrogenation. So dehydrogenation means remol of H2. So dehydrogenation means oxidation. What is dehydrogenation? Means remol of H2, that is oxidation. Now what about secondary alcohol? Secondary alcohol, that is RCHOH. When this secondary alcohol, CHOH is the functional group of secondary alcohol, when it undergoes oxidation in presence of copper at about same temperature, that is 573 Kelvin. Here also this remol of alpha hydrogen and this hydrogen with oxygen is removed and we get its corresponding RCOR with remol of H2. Again here dehydrogenation takes place. So what is mean by dehydrogenation? That is remol of H2, that is nothing but oxidation. So oxidation takes place. And if we take a tertiary alcohol, so what is the general formula of tertiary alcohol? Tertiary alcohol means, here I can take an example of tertiary alcohol. It's better to explain. So CH3. So if we take here primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, one example of each. So primary alcohol example is CH3 CH2OH. CH2OH, that is primary alcohol on oxidation in presence of copper at 573 Kelvin. What is the product? Tell me. So what we get the product? The bond breaking in between O and H and C and H. This is alpha hydrogen. So bond, this is alpha hydrogen is replaced and the bond break from this OH, other H is replaced from here and this H2 is replaced. So what we get the product? This CH3 CH as it is and this double bond O is formed, that is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde means aldehyde is formed, that is by the removal of, to balance the equation, write the byproduct, H2 is removed. If we take a secondary alcohol, example, to the secondary carbon, OH group is attached, 3 carbons are required. To show the secondary carbon, required 3 carbon. In this 3 carbon, middle is the secondary because it is attached to two other carbon atom to which OH is attached. So when it undergoes oxidation in presence of copper and vapors of this alcohol heated at in copper tube about 573 Kelvin. So what we get? Here also removal of H2, alpha hydrogen from this carbon and this hydrogen from OH bond breaking, removal of H2 takes place and we get CH3CO CH3 plus H2. So here acetone is formed by, both reactions are dehydrogenation. So what is mean by dehydrogenation? That is the oxidation reaction takes place. So removal of H2 means oxidation. Now we take an example of tertiary alcohol. So tertiary alcohol example, the carbon attached with OH group, which is tertiary, means this carbon is attached to three other carbon atom. Now complete the valency by hydrogen. So what is the name of this compound? This is tertiary butyl alcohol. Okay. So tertiary butyl alcohol on oxidation with copper at about 573 Kelvin. Here dehydration takes place, not a dehydrogenation, because alpha hydrogen is absent. So in this tertiary butyl alcohol, what is the name of this compound? It is tertiary butyl alcohol. Due to absence of alpha hydrogen atom, here dehydration takes place. So here OH from this carbon and H from any adjacent carbon atom is replaced and we get, suppose this OH and H replaced from these two, then what we get the product? CH3 as it is, and this double bond CH2 with removal of water molecule, that is H2 is replaced. So this is isobutylene, that is alkene is formed by the removal of water molecule. H2 is removed as a byproduct. So dehydration takes place in this tertiary alcohol. What happened? Dehydration. So this is the about the oxidation with primary, secondary and tertiary. So what happened in case of primary alcohol? When primary alcohol undergoes oxidation, it gives its corresponding aldehyde with the removal of H2, that is dehydrogenation takes place. In the secondary alcohol, again here dehydration takes place, dehydrogenation takes place, that is removal of H2 takes place, that is again here dehydrogenation takes place, that is oxidation. And but in case of tertiary alcohol, there is a dehydration takes place, that is removal of water molecules takes place, that is dehydration. So in case of primary alcohol, dehydrogenation, secondary alcohol, dehydrogenation, that is oxidation. And what about tertiary alcohol? Finally it undergoes dehydration, that is removal of water takes place and we get its corresponding alkene, that is isobutylene. and these reactions are stopped here. There is no any further oxidation takes place. This is one step oxidation reaction when primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols undergoes oxidation with copper at 573 Kelvin. Primary gives aldehyde, secondary gives ketone and tertiary gives alkene with the removal of hydrogen and water molecule in case of tertiary alcohol. So here we complete the oxidation of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols.